SportsBit is powered by BetOnline, driving the opening odds market since 2001. Visit sportsbookreview.com to learn more about BetOnline and its A+ rated platform in the link below.
Big game breakdown here on SportsBit, a betting insight today. And let's get to the NFL card for Sunday. Rams and the Vikings, Minnesota minus 2.5, 45.5, the current total for that contest. And this, everyone's like, oh, I'm so surprised. A meaningful game between the Rams and the Vikings. If you've been watching these two teams from day one this year, they've been good. And you know what? They've gotten better. Look at the numbers for the LA Rams. They have the numbers. They have the market support as a result. Look at this. Team efficiency, number 1, 11 on offense, number 1 on defense, number 1 on special teams. Of course, don't look at mainstream stats. Look at the adjusted stats. Look at the advanced metric stats. Football Outsiders rankings are what we tend to use here on SportsBits. And don't forget those special teams. They've had 5 years under special teams coach John Fossil. And look at the rankings. 7th or better every single season, including number 1 this season. They're getting plays on the return game. Their punting game's been phenomenal. The kicking has been there, et cetera, et cetera. The question, of course, when it comes to LA right now, we know how young this team is. Do they have the poise? Is Jared Goff ready to go win a big road game against, let's call it what it is. I mean, the Vikings, yeah, they gave up a bunch of points to Minnesota last week. To Washington last week. Most of that game was garbage time. And I'm not concerned about Minnesota's poor defensive stats from that contest. When you look at Minnesota's numbers all year long, that has been a top-notch defense. It was last year. They're relatively healthy. Jared Goff taking a big step up in class defensively after the Rams have been able to tee off against relatively weak competition in each of the last 3 ball games. Interestingly enough, Goff and Keenum, the Vikings quarterback, Case Keenum, they battled it out in camp last year for the Rams quarterback job. So this is a little personal one-on-one between two QBs who were number 1 and number 2 in LA under Jeff Fisher last year. Jared Goff, quote, "We're both excited for it. It'll be fun." There's not a guy you could be more happy for, of course, talking about Keenum's success this season. Case Keenum, quote, "You know, he was talented when he showed up in the building, and to see him come into his own and doing what he's done has been really cool to watch." Now, there's some Teddy Bridgewater talk out there. I'm not buying it. I know he's going to be on the active list on Sunday, but I'm very, very confident in the Vikings coaching staff. They are not going to put Bridgewater out there in a position to fail in his first start. That will generate nothing but controversy. Bridgewater won't be on that field until he's ready and until Case Keenum cools off. After all, he threw 4 touchdown passes last week. Whoever plays quarterback for the Vikings, they have plenty of weapons to work with. Look what you got. Thielen's been a monster. Rudolph, Diggs, McKinnon. When both starting wide receivers, your tight end, and your running back all have 30-plus catches, makes it real easy on the quarterback. I like both these two defenses. I like both these offenses. Should be a very entertaining game to watch. Not one I'm going to have a wager on in my pocket.
Hey guys, thanks for tuning in to our channel. Now, we've put a lot of work into producing all these free videos, so please help us out and keep all our content free for you forever by simply liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing. Now, not to mention, a visit to our industry-leading website will warm the hearts of all our SBR employees, especially myself. Now, the links are over there to the left, so do check those out. Thanks for watching.